Can we talk for a minute?
Sure.
Just about yourself.
Yeah, what
Who
about?
you are.
Hi, how are you?
Great, thanks.
This is Gino. I'm Michael. We do a little show on the local cable.
Yeah.
Channel 3. Have you seen the show?
No, we haven't.
No? How are you just visiting?
Yes.
Yeah, from where?
Hayes, Kansas.
Hayes, Kansas.
All
Let's
right.
talk. What's your name?
Dennis Beaker.
Dennis. Hi, I'm Michael.
Yeah.
Good to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
What are you doing here? I mean, it's cold. It's February.
My
it's
wife and I have
Nantucket.
come back here for about 20 consecutive years in the
Right.
fall.
Right.
Every year, stay at the same place, same room at the same place.
Where do you stay?
The Breakers.
You love it there?
Yeah, we love it.
The Breakers, I didn't even think they were open this
They're
time
not.
of year.
They're not. But we decided to come back and try the winter season.
And
so
what do you think so far?
We love it.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
What do you do with yourself at night
Nothing.
when you're nothing?
No,
Just
we go out to eat.
hang out?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
How are things in Kansas?
Great.
Flat.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah. Yeah.
Are things good?
Great. Super.
Now give us the heartland perspective on everything that's going on in the world. What do they think about the president in Kansas?
I think he's guilty.
You think he's guilty?
Guilty
of what?
as sin.
Well, we knew that before he was elected.
Yeah. So?
But does it matter if he's guilty? of
Sure.
sin? Yeah.
Sure it does. Sure it
Think?
does. I think anytime you put somebody in a position of leadership and they debase the office that they're in
Right.
trouble.
Right. Okay. I'll go along with that. How's Bob Dole? Have you seen him lately?
No, but as a matter of fact, my partner and he are good friends. They were on opposite sides of the political fence for a
Right.
long period of time.
Right.
And so Bob stops in our office every once in a
how
while.
nice.
Yeah, yeah.
He's a pretty nice guy.
It's
isn't he?
okay.
How come he didn't get really nice until after he was defeated?
I don't know the answer to that.
Did you notice that then?
Yeah, yeah.
Was it just me or?
No,
It seemed
no.
like, as soon as he got beat, all of a sudden he's this great, fun-loving, cool guy. I'd love to sit
Yeah.
down and have a drink
Well, it
with.
might have something to do with the fact that his lifestyle changed too.
I guess it's
Certainly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And what about his wife, Liddy?
Relax a bit
She
more.
hates to be called Liddy.
yeah. But nice lady.
Is she a nice
Yeah.
lady?
Smart lady,
Yeah.
too.
You think she's
Yeah.
going to run for president?
I doubt it.
Why?
Pretty tough. Tough road
you
to
think
hoe.
she'd be good at it, though?
I don't know.
She's got any skeletons in the closet?
I don't think so.
The Doles, they've got an interesting marital history, too,
Yes.
don't they?
Yeah, yeah,
As I've heard.
yeah.
But you don't think she would debase the office?
I don't think so.
All right. Now, what about yourself? Would you run for president?
No, never.
Public office at all?
No.
Is it all over?
No,
for
no. I
decent
wouldn't even
people
try it. Wouldn't even try it.
Why?
Why take the grief?
Yeah. What business?
And what
are
if
you in
you're
out there?
doing what you want to do and you
Right.
love what you're doing?
Right. All right. Well, that's what I was going to ask you. What are
Yeah,
you doing?
I'm
out
an
there?
attorney.
You're an attorney
Yeah.
in Kansas.
Yeah.
A lot of agriculture work, or
No, all kinds of work.
Yeah.
We're in general litigation,
So you sue people.
both, and defend people who are sued.
Business must be booming. Now,
It is.
isn't it? Though?
It is. Yeah.
Well, is that a good thing?
Sure, it is.
I know it's
If
good
it-
for you, but is
it
it good
is.
for the rest of us?
It's what keeps civilization civilized.
People suing each other.
That's right. That's right.
There's no
Otherwise,
peace.
they'd be shooting each other.
Okay. There's a Kansan talk.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
should say.
Isn't it better that we have a forum where we can go in and resolve our disputes
Yes.
in an orderly
Yes,
fashion
yes.
than taking spears out?
Yeah.
You know,
Theoretically, litigation. What you said about litigation is true. We'd rather be settling things in a court of law
Sure.
than with spears and things.
and you have to understand that for every case that gets litigated,
Right.
100 get settled.
True.
So
true.
so you don't litigate everything. You litigate a very small portion.
Right, but
That
settlement
just-
is a result of the threat of litigation,
Oh,
isn't it?
Partly,
Generally
maybe,
speaking.
can be. Yeah.
All right, no, but now, so we're speaking theoretically, and that's
Yeah.
all fine and dandy. But don't you agree? There's a perception in the heartland and out there in the world that lawyers are too busy litigating
I don't
and
think
suing
so.
people.
No,
you don't
I don't think
people
so.
think that about lawyers.
I don't think so. I don't think people think they are too busy.
Right.
I think there's probably some perception that there are unnecessary suits,
Right.
and that's true.
Uh-huh.
And there are some perceptions that there are injustices, and that's true.
Right.
You understand the system doesn't work
Right.
perfectly. Sometimes the system fails.
Right.
The system may have failed in OJ's case.
I
It may
should
have
say.
failed.
I should
You
say
know,
so.
it may have failed in the McDonald's case.
But
you know,
isn't
when
it-
somebody gets $2 million for getting burned.
What about last night's case? That's the one.
Last
Which one?
night- Oh, Carla Faye Tucker.
Yeah.
No, I don't think it failed at all.
No?
You
I don't
don't?
think it failed at all. You should have, if you wanted to see whether it failed, you probably should have seen photos of the two people she
Right.
axed.
Indeed.
Then it didn't fail. No,
But
it didn't fail.
But getting back to the civil
Yeah.
litigation situation, isn't this a system that feeds itself? As an attorney, isn't it in your interest that people fight things out in court?
Well, it's in our economic interest that people fight things out, but it's
Right.
in their interest to get matters resolved.
Right.
I just finished litigating a case where we had a huge estate fight.
Mm-hmm.
And there was not going to be any resolution of this until some independent body got together and told these folks,
Right.
all right, this is going to be the solution to this problem. And it'll go to the Kansas Supreme Court. And until it is final there, once it's final there, these people will walk away and say, well, we lost, but they will have a decision
Right.
that they can live with. There was no way that the individual members of this family could have ever solved this problem.
Right. Mm-hmm.
So you take it to a tribunal, the tribunal decides it, you get a final word on it, and that's not to say they're going to be happy about it,
Right.
but they know they've had their day in court.
But what about the good old duel system? You know, a couple of rifles, 30 paces, boom.
I think this is far
Superior?
I think it's far more civilized.
Now, do you get to New England a lot? You like it here?
We get back every fall for
Yeah.
about 3 weeks. We come back, spend 2 weeks on the island,
Are you-
and spend a week someplace else, either on the vineyard or
Uh-huh.
on the Cape.
Now, are you from the West?
No,
Midwest?
No, Hayes, Kansas.
Hayes,
Yeah,
Kansas.
grew up
From
there. Yeah,
Uh-huh.
born there, grew up there.
What about the cultural differences between there and New England? What do you think about that?
I don't see a lot of
You really
difference.
don't?
I don't.
I
don't.
Are we stodgy and
I don't
cold
find that.
and,
No,
all
as
that
a matter of fact, some people who have come out to the Midwest say Midwesterners are that way.
Right.
Yeah,
Dry as a bone they are.
yeah,
right there.
yeah.
All right. Well, thanks a lot for talking
Sure,
to us.
you're
Thank
welcome,
you.
guys.
Very
So
nice.
fun,
Yeah.
Channel 3.
All right. Well, I was
Great.
hoping I'd get my wife in here. She's the one that's
Maybe
shy
we'll
on the
track her
camera.
down.
Sure.
All
That
right.
would be great. If you
Yeah.
see us around, just hail us down.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Today.
Yeah.
It's
Going to
kind
the
of cold out
Athenaeum.
here, isn't it?
Going to the Athenaeum.
What's going on at the Athenaeum?
Oh, well, Mariah has never seen it since
Uh-huh.
it was remodeled. So
Yeah,
she
it's
had
beautiful,
To see how
isn't it?
elegant it is.
Didn't they do a beautiful job? Do you go there a lot?
Really? Yes, I do.
I just started going back there again myself. It's
Yeah.
great. What else are you doing today for errands?
A&P.
A&P?
This is your grandma? I didn't
Yes.
get that.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
And are you just visiting?
No, I actually moved down here a couple weeks ago. I
did?
went to high school here for a
A
few
couple
years.
weeks ago.
Oh.
Yeah? What made you want to move down here?
My grandmother.
Yeah? You think it's a good idea for young people to move to the
Oh,
island?
well, since she's been here before and knows what it's like, yes.
And have you lived on the island a long time?
Since 69.
69? That's pretty long, I think, isn't it? What made you want to move here?
Well, my husband's job, and
Uh-huh.
also we both had island backgrounds.
Oh, really? What was your background on the island?
Well, I have ancestors who were whalers and China trade people. and
Wow.
Right?
so I used to come here as a child.
Uh-huh. Where did you come here from?
From the Boston area.
Boston, yeah?
Yeah.
And you've been visiting down here a lot? All your life?
Oh,
She's
Yeah.
lived
Yeah.
here.
I've
And
lived
your
here
husband's
since
job
69.
brought you here?
Mm-hmm.
What was he doing?
Well, he came here as the first head of the DPW.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
The first.
Yeah.
Was that- how was that?
Well, before that, it had been individual commissions.
Right.
But they decided there should be a department head.
And
so
there
he
certainly
was
is one now, isn't there?
Yeah.
Big,
Yeah.
big, expensive DPW.
Nope, we're done.
What are you doing? No, tell us what you're
A
going to do.
little bit about you.
It's February. What are you going to
She
do?
went to high school here.
Right.
Yeah.
And how was high school here? Was it good?
Oh, it's great.
How old are you now?
21.
If I can ask. 21? And going to high school here was great?
Yes, I moved actually from a bigger school, so it was a change coming
Where
here.
did you come here from?
Amherst, Mass.
Oh, I love it. I used to live
I
there.
used to live there when I was a kid.
Yeah. You know the Black Sheep Deli?
No. Oh, yes, actually,
Downtown
right
Amherst?
down from the high school.
Yeah, I used to own that.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, years ago.
Oh.
Great
wow.
coffee, isn't it?
I've never been there.
Well, that's all right. Don't go there anymore. You should have gone there then, but don't go there anymore. Anyway, so what are you going to do here? Why are you here now?
I have some friends who are here.
Yeah?
And I was planning on coming down in the summer, but
Uh-huh.
I just decided to come down now.
It's February. What are you going to get a job, or are you going to hang around and?
I'm gonna get a job, and
What do you think you're going to get a job doing
I don't know,
this time of year?
I don't know.
What would you like to do?
something relaxing.
Something
I might be working
relaxing?
at the pizza joint.
The
actually.
pizza joint would be a good place.
Yeah, I have friends
That's
who work
relaxing.
there, and so we'll see. I just wanted a quiet winter. That's why I
Right.
came.
You came
That's
to the
why I
right
came.
place.
Well,
Yeah.
we'll try to keep it quiet.
Beth, come.
Oh,
Be
yeah,
on Channel 3,
definitely.
please.
Hello,
You
Beth.
said you were going to talk to us.
Yes, we want you on.
Beth, do you
Well-
know Mariah?
Yes, I know Mariah.
Mariah needs a job.
Yeah.
Oh, I already got one.
What about Provisions? That's
Provisions
a good
is
place to work.
closed.
It is?
Besides, she's been there,
well.
done that.
I've worked in
She wants
Did you really?
relaxing. She said relaxing.
Yes, relaxing winter.
All right, well, thanks for talking to us.
You're
Good
welcome.
luck. We'll see you at the
My
pizza
grandmother's
joint.
gonna kill me.
No, she's
okay.
not. What now? Well, how come Provisions is closed? What's the deal?
Well, we've kind of outgrown
Don't worry,
our-
we're not going to bite you. Don't worry about it. Just back
Is he
away.
intimidating or what? Huh?
very, very late.
Closed for renovations?
Well,
They
yeah, we've
always
kind
say
of
that.
outgrown our space down there, so we're trying to rearrange the furniture a little bit so
Good.
we can better accommodate
you guys
our
outgrew your
customers.
space there 10 years ago,
Yeah,
didn't
well, we keep trying to make it work.
you? Right. Will you stop that?
So,
You're backing her up
It's
against
the
tree.
microphone. The microphone is being abducted
getting
by
blown.
wind.
I
what do
see.
You turn this way.
All right,
And
is
there
that
we
better?
go.
All right.
There's no wind
And what
now.
do you do when the place is closed?
Well, I'm working. I'm just not working,
Yeah.
over the counter.
Mm-hmm.
We're there are a lot of things that have to happen in the wintertime so that we are ready, in April for
Right.
the big busy time.
What do you do when you're not working?
I've tried to get off island quite a bit this winter.
Yeah, have you?
So my time here has been very much working, but
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Winter's the time to have dinner parties and rent videos
Uh-huh.
and walk to the beach when
Kind of
nobody's
relax
there.
a little bit.
Absolutely.
Provisions is completely nuts during the season, isn't it?
Right, and it's a long season,
It's
so.
busy.
But we have fun.
Now, what's going on down there? Is the fish market still part of the whole operation?
As far as Straight Wharf Corporation?
Straight Wharf Corporation,
No,
yeah.
Walter Sadowski has the fish market, and I
Uh-huh.
believe he has for several seasons.
Oh yeah. Uh-huh.
Mhm.
And what about Straight Wharf? Is it still going to be Straight Wharf?
Mhm.
I think I've heard,
As far as I know.
rumors that Jock may be divesting himself of all these.
Well, you'd have to ask him,
Businesses,
but
yeah.
I've heard rumors that Provisions is for sale too, but I don't think they're true.
No, you hope they're everything on Nantucket is for sale,
I
isn't it?
know. Well, I guess
For the
so.
right price.
Well, if you weren't working at Provisions, what would you want to do?
On Nantucket?
Yeah.
Or,
Because you didn't know you didn't always run Provisions. You did something else, and I forgot. what
I've
it
done
was.
similar work the last few years, including managed Espresso Cafe.
That's right. You started
Were
there.
you at Buster's too?
Yes.
It was the Continental Shelf that year.
That's
Right.
right.
And our
That's
lease
right.
was bought out after one season, but
Right.
it was, similar biz. I
Right.
think I would stay in the restaurant business if I was not at Provisions.
The restaurant business is crazy, though, isn't it?
It is crazy, but there are different types of crazy restaurants in
Yeah.
Nantucket, and maybe instead of doing what I'm doing now, I would do something either along the lines of, either more of a sit-down type of restaurant,
Right.
or the complete opposite, catering, that
Right.
type of.
Catering's big, very big.
Well, you've been doing it long enough, so you might be ready to step into the ownership game.
Yeah.
What do you
Right.
think? Your own
Yeah,
place.
you're right.
Let's
You're
do it.
definitely right.
Provisions.
You know what you need is a patron.
So do we. So do I.
No, we don't.
I do.
We're climbing
Speak
slowly.
for yourself. I need a patron. If you're out, if you want to patronize me and you're out there, I'll be my patron.
Now, may I ask you
Yes.
what this is for? What you're doing?
Have you seen the show on Channel 3? Our show?
Not recently, no.
No?
Not on the street. I've seen you in the van driving around with
Right.
people, but not
we-
on Main Street.
I just walk up to people and start talking to them.
Okay.
And they usually back up like that, kind of a step
Right,
at a time.
right.
Like, I don't know.
So we'll
I'm
end up
really
at the
good.
bank before this is over.
Now, Beth, I understand that you were at one time a White House intern. Is that true? I've heard this rumor. See?
Yeah,
See?
you don't want to say yes. Anyway,
Well, it's good to talk to you. When are you going to open up again?
We're shooting for the end of March, 1st
End
of
of March?
April.
Good. You going to get away before then? Somewhere warm?
It's not looking good, but I could jump on a plane, I suppose.
Well, just
and
turn the heat up and
flee
run a
this
video.
weather
That'll
at
be
any
like
minute.
going somewhere warm. All
That's right.
okay.
See you later.
Thanks a lot, Pat.